Medications kill 400,000 people a year, and the FDA has a new proposal to advocate prescription drugs to over-the-counter status. This means that people will be able to have access to prescription medications without even seeing a doctor. And the way they're talking about doing this is like, for example, if you have asthma or you have migraine headaches or you have some other chronic disease or high blood pressure, so forth, you just type in the answers in a kiosk and out pops your medication, just like a vending machine.
Well,
so what do you think of that?
It's not quite like that. And there's a good point here that there was a lot of criticism by the American Medical Association about this. Because if we take these medications that have serious side effects and usually should be guided by somebody who's aware of what the complications and the advantages of the drug are, if we have that really makes a big difference in somebody reading up on it themselves, and they don't have the background a lot of the time, and just buying it because they've seen some direct-to-consumer ad. That would be a disaster.
Well, the thing is that I think a lot of people think, well, it would be a lot easier than making a doctor's appointment and going through all that. They can just, because they think that they already know what they take.
It would save money, and it would.
But would it? Because health insurance covers prescription drugs, and they don't cover over-the-counter drugs.
Exactly. So the health insurance companies would save a lot of money, unless there was a change in that policy as well. But the FDA wasn't considering that. So we've got a real problem here that says that if we take these drugs and make them over the counter, they're going to be very available. Of course, there's going to be a bonanza for the drug companies because everybody's going to buy whatever they want without having to consult with somebody who's supposed to be knowledgeable about the benefits and risks of the drug.
They're going to have to make really big drugstores. You know, when you think about it, right now the way it is that they've got prescriptions for non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Well,
they have those
a whole aisle.
Well, they have that's right.
On both sides.
Exactly. Well, that's right. But really the problem that we're missing here is that medicine, and the way it's practiced today, is limited for the most part to drugs and surgeries and technologies. And medications play a large role in how we look at managing disease. And they don't look at what we should really be doing as far as taking responsibility ourselves is concerned. I mean, lifestyle medicine is what we should all be doing as the first choice.
And if you think you need something, the FDA is like trying to make it so it's illegal to even have supplements.
Well, that's another part of what the situation is, because the FDA is polarized to supporting the pharmaceutical industry, but they're not opposed to support the supplement industry.
Pretty soon they're going to have elevators in the pharmacies. Push the first floor for this type of drug, and second floor for another type, and the next one for vitamins.
We're way over-focused on drugs. That's what the point of my point is in this whole presentation. Yes, the FDA is proposing something that I strongly disagree with, and I think most doctors disagree with, but a lot of the public would like to see, because many people can't afford their medications.
And you know, medications aren't safe whether they're prescription or non-prescription anyway.
That's the point. That's why we should be doing lifestyle medicine first. You should eat a healthy diet and exercise and reduce your stress and weigh what you should.
Get enough sleep.
And get enough sleep. Yeah, all those things are absolutely vital. And if you do that, you're probably not going to be as sick as so many people are today, because a lack of a healthy lifestyle is what causes most of this epidemic we're seeing of chronic diseases.
Plus, we're contaminating our water by putting all these pills in our toilets and flushing them down the drain because they come through people.
Well, that's a problem. It's a problem for us, and it's a problem for our environment. So when we're looking at this whole situation, the answer is not either to make them over the counter or not over the counter. It's to change the way medicine is practiced. And I think we need to take a careful look at that. We need naturopaths really to be doing, or chiropractors, or Chinese medicine doctors, or people who are doing lifestyle medicine, to be at the forefront of where people go when they get health care. It's not about whether you can get a drug over the counter or you have to get a prescription for it, or you look at someone who happens to be a doctor that's trained to think in terms of medications to solve your problems. So we need to move forward and get away from what we've been doing in traditional medicine. And a lot of that's going to come from changing the way the FDA looks at things, and more importantly, the way we look at things.